All right. So, hey everybody, I'm J3 from Cyber Gameway. I'm a streamer who streams a majority of games that are competitive in nature, but I do sometimes play solo play games. I wanted to talk to you guys about a streamer topic that I think is one of the most important ones, especially as we were talking about being a part of a group or you are a part of a Cyber Gameway, and that is support. How you support as well as how others support and how you view that. So when it comes to streamer support, I think there's an important misconception when it comes to communities and stuff like that that has to be addressed right off the bat, and it is the expectation someone just does things to help you. You have to put in effort. No matter what you do when you're streaming, whatever part of the streaming aspect, you can't just get away with doing nothing. If you think that is the plan, like you just hit join Cyber Gameway or join the Mafia or join B42 or join MGC or join whatever fill in the blank community that exists out there, Team MZ, and you're not going to do anything to at all in that group. You just are going to, hope that they help you. It's not going to work, okay? It's just the reality of it. Whatever community you're in, the reality is it's really about how you interact with others, okay? And how you interact with others doesn't have to be in a community on paper like Cyber Gameway. It can also be in your own community. One of the biggest suggestions I have is to always know if your viewers are streamers. Maybe not the first time, though some streamers do recommend you click on your viewers' profiles and check them out. But I suggest once you've had somebody watching for a chunk of time that you find out if that person is a streamer. And that's one of the first things I recommend when it comes to building relationships is making that genuine connection. Find out, does that person stream? And then follow up with that and try to catch them. Try to have a real conversation. That's one of the ways you can with anybody who you're trying to build a relationship in the streaming world is. Now, it is not the only way, and especially as time progresses and as people get bigger in streaming, think some of these streamer pieces of advice on building relationships and building connections, streamer support, are just more and more time consuming and harder to do with what you've got. And you have to manage your time and limit maybe as many interactions of this variety. But it is one of the best ways to help support a streamer is to create legitimate conversations in their channel while getting to know them. Okay? So, let's talk about this. Let's break this down. Streamer support. How does it break down into? Okay? One, and let's just say this, not all stream support is necessarily equal, but at the end of the day, stream support is stream support, okay? And it's all about time management, what you can manage, what they can manage, and you can't expect anything. Don't expect a thing. If you get mad at someone because they didn't do something to help you, you've already lost the game. So the first one is social media. Probably one of the things that most people say is important that a lot of streamers who are struggling don't do. Myself included, when I struggle, typically social media is at the lowest point for me, or the least priority, or the least effort, okay? So social media is super huge, and things such as retweets and sharing information, posting, something from Facebook, like anything at all is valuable, okay? Now, there are more valuable ways to do things and less, but ultimately, being out there and helping promoting someone's content through social media is important and recognizable. And sometimes that's all someone can do to support you. The second thing is direct support. What we were just talking about, going into their channel and talking to them, okay? That is what a lot of people want, and ultimately when people do it to you, if you feel like they're valuable, shouting them out, talking about what you saw when you were directly supporting them is good support for you. The more you bond in a variety of ways, show, hey man, I was watching you play that League of Legends game, and I saw you do that one thing and you got a pentakill? That was insane. Being able to actually reference times and things that happen in a person's stream and showing you were paying attention, showing you were caring, having real conversations there is super valuable. Okay, that's direct support. But I think it's, personally speaking, the bigger you get, the harder to do. It's easiest to do early on, and probably most important to do early on. The last thing is indirect support. The support that covers my face. Get out of here, man. Indirect support is super valuable, okay? Indirect support can come in a variety of ways, but is mostly, you could argue it's direct support. It's things like raids, hosts, shouting somebody out when they come in your channel, saying, hey man, check out this streamer. He does this, this, and this. He's great. Going on Twitter and literally posting, making a post saying, hey, I was watching this streamer the other day. Check him out. Things that bring people to your channel that aren't necessarily the person being there directly. Anything can help, and sometimes there is a overlap with all of these. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing you can take away is, what do you do to help others? Because you have to be a part of the community to expect the community to be a part of yours. So when you join things like Cyber Gameway, when you join things like Team MZ, any of these groups that are meant for streamer support, if you don't go out there and watch other streamers, if you don't go out there and raid and host other streamers and join in on conversations, retweet people on Twitter, share things, respond to people on Twitter, which is sometimes more valuable than any retweeting you can do. Going out and making sure you're active in the streamer community as well as in your own streamer community, making sure you know who your streamers are and you show some love to them. So I'm signing off. Thank you guys who have watched from Cyber Gameway. If you're not a part of Cyber Gameway, I definitely recommend anyone who has a chance to check them out and see what they offer as support for streamers.